But now onto the ladies' semi-finals. In the bottom half of the draw, Martina Hingis against the experienced Mary Jo Fernandez. But first, we'll look at the match between the conqueror of Steffi Graf, Amanda Kurtzer, against Mary Pierce, the Australian champion of '95. Well, Pierce got off to a flying start and led 5-1 before Kurtzer levelled the match at 5-all. From there, Pierce dominated. After that, she dropped just one game. The crowd's favourite is in superb form.
Well, it was overruled in the end. Interesting. Wasn't made clear by umpire Diaz. If he did overrule it, he did it very quietly.
Yeah, I didn't hear him make any overrule. And I'm sure the score was 30-40. I certainly had it down as 30-40.
It certainly was. Now he's broken, there's no doubt about that.
Well, once he goes down the line here, Muster is always going to be in trouble because it wasn't a good enough shot down the line and he left the cross-court forehand area open for Sampras to hit the winner.
So a brilliant start by Sampras. Surprisingly, looking for only his second Australian Open title, the champion in '94, runner-up to Agassi the following year. First ace. Sampras vastly more experienced in Grand Slam semi-finals. This is his 14th, and he's only lost 3 of them. For Muster, it's only his 4th, and he's only won 1 of them.
That's incredible.
First ace followed by the first double.
You notice that? Yeah. He's blowing that. Every time I serve.
A little bit of feeling creeping in as Jorge Diaz comes from Portugal.
You heard that again. You see, he's saying he's blowing as I'm about to serve, and you just picked it up there. I don't think it's an intentional put-off by Muster. I think he just does it. He's so active when he's on the court, both with his feet, with his mind, and sometimes with his mouth.
You certainly can hear the blowing from Muster, the exhaling, but it doesn't seem to be putting Sampras off too much. If anything, it seems to have fired him up even more. Sampras really is playing well. And he leads by Muster with a lot to do. Love 3 down, and he's not really firing, and Sampras certainly is.
We often talk at the beginning of a match about how the players are feeling a little bit edgy. Well, you know, umpires and linesmen and ball people are also edgy at the beginning of a match, particularly a big match like this. It may be that edginess that caused George Diaz to be a little bit quiet with that overrule.
That's the first really telling passing shot that Muster struck.
Wasn't a very good approach shot because it enabled Muster to step around the backhand to hit the forehand.
Well, that's not a shot we see too often in the Sampras armoury, and he played that one to perfection.
He certainly got his opponent running and then takes the racket back as if he's going to give it a big whack, and perfect with his touch.
He misjudged it, Sampras. He could have got to that one.
I think this is a situation where he's going to have to play a very difficult smash, so please go out.
It wasn't the most confident of calls either, was it?
And late. Well, if we see this camera, if the camera can just catch up to it, it can catch up to it, and it might have touched the line. I don't know if you would agree with me there, David.
You know, for once I wouldn't. I thought that was out. But then we seldom agreed when you were playing and I was officiating.
Now. Because if I was mean, I would have said that was because I was always right and you were always wrong. And I'm not mean.
Maybe that's got Muster fired up. The worrying thing from Muster's point of view at the moment is that he's not actually playing very well from the back of the court, and if he can't win the rallies from the back, then he's got major problems.
Usually one sees the ball persons at the net down on their hands and knees, and I like it this way, where they're standing up. They're very, very still, but they're able to better watch the play and avoid any dangerous situations that may occur.
So again, Sampras really outplaying Muster from the back of the court. And now a point for a 4-love lead. Oh, that's a great shot, delayed it. And went behind Muster, and this is fabulous stuff from the world number one.
What I've noticed thus far when they have the ground stroke rallies, and that's the last rally of the last game, is that Sampras is not hitting the backhand especially very hard, not even hitting the forehand that hard. So he's not giving Muster the power that perhaps Muster would like to face. He's having to force to get the power that he wants. And if he doesn't force, he's dropping the ball very short.
Thomas, who was a semi-finalist here way back in 1989. Another look at Paul Annacone. Lost on that occasion to Ivan Lendl. Was Thomas 29 now, ranked 5 at the moment. A second double fault.
Certainly appears that he is perspiring profusely. And, perspiration coming down onto the hand, onto the handle. Didn't rain that time though. It's such a good serve because with the same motion he cuts you out wide. Well, he's got to get the returns down a little bit lower than that.
Better. Forcing Sampras to stretch, but I think Sampras will be disappointed not to have got the volley back into play. He was there. Squeeze that one through the narrowest of gaps.
Well, it was so narrow, I'm not even sure that there was a gap there. Beautiful shot, right on the line.